What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 1 of Road to Our Next House Hack.
We're going to kick off this series similarly to the Burr series. We're going to be driving for dollars today, looking for a deal. Today, we are not necessarily looking for properties that are run down because we're not burring this one. We're looking for another house hack. We have criteria for ourselves that we'll go over, and let's just get driving and we'll show you what we're looking for.
All right, everyone, strap in, take your Dramamine because we are driving for dollars.
Always gives me such a headache. So for multis, we're looking for a few things. We're looking for multiple mailboxes and we're looking for multiple electric meters on the side of the house.
You already have a headache?
We're getting there. Spotted. 207.
Got him!
I miss it over here.
So do I.
We actually used to live about a block from where we are right now. It was our first apartment together. We did rent before buying our first duplex. This brings back great memories.
That'd be awesome. That was a multi.
Listen, you stay on your side of the street.
All right,
I'll stay
all
on my
right,
side of the
all
street.
I always wait for the time that we get the cops called on us.
Yeah.
Because we're just creeping.
There's shady people looking at everyone's front doors. They see me rolling. They hating.
Yeah, like you see on this one, it's got like, it looks like 2 meters, but there's an empty pot next to it.
Oh, I wonder if they converted it back. This town specifically and a few surrounding towns over the last couple years have been encouraging homeowners to convert their multis into single families. There's some sort of benefit that they give to homeowners to convert their homes back. So a lot of that happened. Ooh, 20.
Pow pow!
Ba-bam-ba-bam.
Number 137. Oh, Jesus.
Jeff Gordon.
Jeff Gordon, he's back. There he goes. Good job, Jeffy. And now we got Jimmy Johnson behind us.
Jeff Gordon and Jimmy Johnson? When we turn around, it's when I double check Kyle's work to see what he missed.
I was gonna say, and by that she means I double check her work. Oh, here's a multi you missed.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding. I've gotten really good at driving and not looking at the road.
It's comforting.
Actually, it's pretty tight here, so I'm gonna look at the road. Oh, jeez, this is a one-way. A second.
See, but it has no yard. The dog needs a yard.
He does need a yard. We have the best road trips together. What?
That was me.
She's cute.
We got a lot of addresses when we went driving for dollars for a house hack, and admittedly we haven't sent those letters yet. When you do it yourself, it is a little time consuming, but in the meantime we did see a listing on the MLS of a duplex and we are going to check it out.
And that would be totally standard for us. And it's a super important tip to take away, the fact that if you're doing a mail campaign, do the mail campaign, but don't disregard the MLS, because I figured that's how it was going to happen. We'd be doing all this extra work, and then inevitably a place would come up on the MLS that would work, and we'd end up going with it. So, yeah, stay in tune with the MLS.
So this property is huge. It's 2 twins that are attached, and technically they are separate lots, separate tax bills, separate water sewer bills, but it is under one deed. So I'm excited because when you're house hacking, if you've house hacked, you know having an up-down duplex isn't always ideal because you either hear your neighbors upstairs or you have to be mindful of your neighbors downstairs. And with this, you know, we're just sharing one party wall. So I'm secretly excited. I hope this works out. And then 2, we've always taken the smallest unit when we've house hacked, obviously because we really want to cut down on our housing expense. This property, both units are exactly the same. So I mean, like, if we have to have 4 bedrooms, we'll have 4 bedrooms, I guess.
I mean, to be honest though, for a house hack, it's for us, especially now at this point, like we're looking to start, like maybe start having kids, something that we can grow into and we can stay for a little while.
Exactly. There are different stages of house hacking. Originally, we just wanted to diminish our housing expense altogether, and we were okay sacrificing the amount of space, and we did that for a little while. And now your girl needs like an extra bedroom or like a closet.
And you're remote, so to have an office is beneficial to you now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we definitely don't have enough furniture to fill a place this big. I know I'm getting ahead of myself. We need to go see it first. You enter into the dining room right off the front porch. Everything is in decent condition. We'd pull up the carpet and lay new floors and paint. And then in the kitchen, again, clean but dated. We'd do a whole new kitchen in here and continue the LVP as well. Possibly open up the wall between the kitchen and the dining area, not sure yet. And then tucked in the back is a little mudroom and washer dryer area. I have so many Pinterest pins saved for this space, I'm really excited. On the other side of the dining room is the living room. We'll check the condition of the walls behind these panels and either take them down and spackle and paint or paint over them. Again, we'd bring the LVP in here.
Now up to the second floor. This bathroom is not bad at all, but I cannot tell you how much I hate having open showers like this. They're a recipe for disaster. No matter how careful you are, water will get out onto the floor, inevitably leading to water damage. So we're definitely going to be framing up a wall, keeping the tub, and just adding a 3-piece tub surround. This vanity looks good, just need a new mirror and light fixture.
The bedrooms all need some patchwork, paint, and new ceiling fans. Some have old windows, so we'll check to see which ones are functional and replace if needed. And then while I'm not a fan of the carpet color, we may just condition them and leave them for now to keep the initial renovation cost down. Hello. Okay, up the stairs. Careful, watch your step. And up here is bedroom 4, an amazing storage area, which could definitely be converted into another bathroom down the line, and bedroom 5. Yeah, these window units gotta go. Fortunately, the house already has forced air heat, so adding central air wouldn't be too difficult.
Now let's go check out the basement. This is one of the driest basements we've seen in a while. The electric panel looks good, and it looks like we may have just enough space to add central air. Then there is this random half bath. I mean, I kinda love it. It opens up some pretty cool possibilities in the future for this basement space. The listing did say that both the furnace and water heater were replaced in 2017, so that's definitely nice. But if you ever want to verify this, just take a picture of the manufacturer sticker on the unit and search the model number, and it'll usually just give you the year. Now to the backyard, because of course we have to make sure Bodhi would love it here. The exterior definitely needs some attention. All of this soffit needs to be repaired and capped.
All right, what are your thoughts?
I love it. The inside is fantastic. It has everything that we want layout wise.
Yeah.
A lot of the work is exterior, but I think we have a lot of options on what we weigh, what we do now, and what we allow the house to pay for over a little bit of time.
I really like it. There's definitely more renovation costs than I think I was expecting. Like I wasn't expecting as much exterior work.
Yeah, the entire, I mean, the big wraparound front porch is awesome, but it's all buckling.
But again, we are in a market where appreciation is never going to be an issue, and the property values are going to just continue to rise.
Yeah.
The area allows that.
All right, well, we're gonna drive around, check out the area a little bit, and then go home and run our numbers. Definitely gonna make an offer. It just, at this point, it's just what's that number?
That's right. Get the number and stick to it. All right, we are home, and I am super excited to start analyzing this deal, so let's just dive right in.
All right, so we're gonna make our way over to biggerpockets.com. So we'll go to tools, and we won't be burning this property, so we're gonna use the rental property calculator. And we're gonna start a new report, and we're gonna type in the street address, big duplex. All right, so let's just start at full ask and see what it looks like. So $390,000. Now for purchase closing costs, we're trying to outlay as little money as possible at the closing table. So we're gonna ask the seller within our offer to either do like 3% cash back or $10,000 back in seller concessions.
This would be our most expensive property to date.
So in the closing costs, I'm just gonna put $2,000. That's probably gonna be about how much we have to outlay. And yes, we will be rehabbing this property. Now we're gonna analyze this property 2 ways. The first way is, what do the numbers look like while we're living there, while we're house hacking it? I want to know how much money per month do we actually have to put out for fixed expenses. Then we'll also analyze it after we move out and see what the numbers look like as a true rental. Just because maybe the property makes sense as a house hack doesn't mean it makes sense as a rental, and because that's our long-term plan, we got to make sure it works both ways. So for ARV, this is going to be our house hack. analysis, we're only renovating our unit. We're not renovating the occupied unit. So the ARV, I mean, just for sake of calculations, let's say $435. And then repair costs, what do you think?
Let's do $35,000, but that's going to also include some exterior work that's got to get done.
All right, so 35, and then we'll go down to loan details. All right, so this is where it gets a little juicy. We thought because this was an owner-occupant property that we were going to be able to do a conventional loan and only put down like 5 or 10%. As we started to get pre-approved and talking to a few lenders, because it's not our first purchase and because it's a duplex, it's those two kind of items that are the kicker, we have to put down a minimum of 15%.
Makes no sense because if it was a single family, we could put 5 to 10% down. We
But
have income coming in.
guidelines are guidelines, so we're not going to fight it. So we'll move this to 15% down payment. And then for interest rate, 3.35%, no points, and we're going to do a 30-year term. Scroll down. Okay, now again, we're just doing this as a house hack, so we're going to inherit a tenant. She's paying $16.25. Yes, we could enter a lease and renovate and place somebody new, but given the amount of renovations that need to happen, for us right now, we think it's best to keep her, have that money coming in each month, and we could always renovate down the line.
And $16.25 for the dated unit that she's in, that's a good number.
Yeah. All right, so let's go to the expenses. So property taxes for this place monthly are $700, and insurance monthly, I didn't get a quote yet, but I'm thinking it's going to be around $160. Okay, so now for this area, repairs, maintenance, vacancy, we are going to keep money aside for reserves, but I just want to know right now, how much do we physically have to pay each month? So I'm going to leave these as 0, and that's not to say that we're not setting aside reserves. It's just that's not the number I'm looking for right now. So I'm going to pass through these, but don't think that you can just ignore this section. All right, finished analysis. Let's see what it looks like. All right, so, I mean, obviously, it looks like we're in the red, but this is basically saying that we're going to have to pay $695 a month to live in this house. At first, I thought, it's like, yeah, but I want to live for free because that's what we're so used to doing. But considering this is a huge house in a great neighborhood.
Yeah, in this market, like, that's a fantastic number.
Yeah, we're going to be paying $700 to live in a 5-bedroom home in, like, a great town.
Yeah, that's a great number.
Yeah, so this house hack is still doing its purpose. It's lowering our housing expenses so that we can save and invest in more real estate. Okay, so that's an interesting number, but let's see how it looks as a rental because it might be a little different. So go back to edit. And the main things that we're changing are really just the ARV. I think it's going to be more like 75. And then we're going to update the repair costs. What do you think?
Up at the 70,000.
All right. Everything else stays the same. But now we're going to go to rental income. So after we move out, and assuming the occupied unit turns over as well and we do renovations. Okay. If you guys haven't learned yet, I'm like a very conservative person when it comes to numbers. I just like to keep things safe.
Just add like 100 to 150 on whatever she says. It's usually
what it really is.
Yeah.
So our agent thinks that if we do a nice renovation, we'll be able to get $2,500 per unit. I don't know if I believe that, so I'm going to say $2,200 per unit. $2,200.
Under promise, over deliver, right?
I love a happy surprise. Okay, then now we're going to get to the reserves, and yes, we will put them in now because it's a true rental property and we need to make sure we're saving money. So for repairs and maintenance, assuming that we do major renovations, I'm confident and okay with keeping this at 5%. Vacancy, I mean, this is a really nice area. Let's do 5%. Mm-hmm. It could probably even go lower, but CapEx 5%. And then management fees, as you know, we self-manage, but we still put management fees in there because I want to get paid for the work that I'm doing. And if we ever want to hire out property management in the future, we want to make sure we have the money to do so. All right, so we bill back everything to the tenants for utilities, and let's update this analysis. Okay, so at full ask, cash flow is $1,100 a month, and cash on cash return is a little over 10%. This is pretty decent. This is a nicer market, so I do like this number.
I think we can do better.
I think so too. Okay. I'm glad you agree. So let's go back and edit the numbers. So basically we're just going to edit the purchase price. I didn't get that. Could you try again? Shut up. now remember, we're going to be doing 10 back. So whatever our offer is, it's really 10 less to the seller. So, I mean, like, I kind of want to do like 365 and then 10 back. So the seller will get 355.
I like it.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, let's try that number. And a quick note about estimating rehab costs. I know we're kind of flying over it, but...
Yeah, if you go back and just check out our Burr video, we'll link it in the description. But we do the full analysis on how we walk the property and get the numbers. This is just us having already generated the numbers.
Exactly.
Sorry about that.
Okay, so our cash flow jumps up about $100, and our cash on cash return jumps up to over 11%. I mean, so it's not a crazy change, but I feel better about it.
I think that a $1,200 a month cash flow in this market is great.
Oh, I'm in love with the cash flow. I'm just thinking about the cash on cash return.
Yeah, I mean, anything over 10, I would be happy with. Yeah.
So we're happy with this number. I think 165 is going to be it. 165 with 10,000 back at closing, right?
I'm comfortable with that.
All right.
Yeah, and then that's also leaving room for negotiation after inspection as well, because we don't know what this house is hiding. We're definitely going to get it inspected, so I feel like that's a comfortable number to leave a buffer for negotiations after inspection.
Definitely. So 165, 10K back, an inspection clause, and a financing clause.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I like it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I'm so excited.
Very exciting.